everybody. Was it live yet? It says live. I don't see a timer going on there, though. Well, it's live? Oh, hello there, everybody. Welcome to the weekly live town hall web chat. A little unexpected on a Tuesday and a little unannounced. I thought that's the way I was going to do it this week. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody had a nice 4th of July weekend. I understand some people missed us, so we figured why not do one tonight and do one unexpected. Hopefully some people out there will watch this and check it out. This will be our weekly live one tonight. Hello there, Jackie. And we'll get back on regular schedule next week, folks. I lost my voice yesterday. My voice still isn't 100%, but I guess I kind of missed you people too. So let's talk. Let's see what's going on here. How's everybody's week done? Oh, there's my love. Hello, Andrew Joan. Hello, T. Hello, Jackie. Probably won't get that big of a numbers tonight. There's Rob. You never know. It's Monday. Or Tuesday. My goodness. 8:40. So hello, everybody. Yeah, we're back. I didn't forget yous. I just needed to get my voice right. Because over the weekend, I was at the Video Music Box 35th anniversary. Shout out to Uncle Ralph. Celebrating 35 years of hip-hop, being the first hip-hop show ever. And it was a beautiful, beautiful event. So let's talk about what happened this week here. First and foremost, we'd like to continue to extend our prayers and thoughts to the Duvall family on the loss of JJ, on the wake and the services on Friday and Saturday. And our thoughts and prayers still and always will go out to them on the loss of the superhero that the town lost. It was a beautiful event. Me and Andrew Joan went over there on Friday night to pay our respects. And it was a very beautiful service, how they did everything. And hello, Rich. Hello, everybody. And once again, send their condolences and prayers and thoughts to the family out there. This week, I'm sorry, it felt like a long-ass week. My God, it did. See the American flag in the background? It's a new little addition we're going to be doing to the show from now on. Nice to celebrate America, you know? Land of the free, home of the brave. We had the American birthday the other day, 4th of July. Me and Joan went down to Philadelphia to the birthplace of independence to celebrate the 4th of July with some friends. It was a beautiful time to watch the fireworks down there. And it was actually a first for us because we were involved in a shooting. We were involved in a shooting, folks. They were in the middle of it. And we were sitting down there watching the fireworks, and next thing you know, people are pulling out guns. You can't even go see fireworks nowadays anymore without some idiots pulling a gun. And they went boom, 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 and people started running. I jumped in. I protected my love. A bullet was getting to her, and protected her and our friend Levy and our friend Danielle, Nicole. So that was a very interesting experience there, to say the least. I was never involved in a gang shooting like that before. Hopefully that's the last time. That was actually a little bit horrific to see all those thousands of people running. Folks almost got trampled by all the chaos and commotion going on there. Then we went to the Rocky Stairs, took a little photos, me and Joan like this. We'll celebrate. And after we win, we're going to be going back down there again. Taking our photos. Oh yeah, by the way, folks, in case you didn't know, we are going to win in November. We're going to win. Mr. Ryman, Mr. Council members, start cleaning out your goddamn offices now because we're coming for you. That's it. Wanted to say that, make that perfectly clear. Clear out your office, Dan. I'm taking over. So, shout out to everybody there in Team Carteret. Hello, everybody watching. Hello, hello, hello. Please, if you haven't, folks, share this yet. I know last week I said we're going to drop some major bombs this week. And I think for legal purposes, we're not going to drop those bombs just yet. When I do drop those bombs, after rethinking about it for a couple of days, when I do drop those bombs, they're going to come unexpected. I'm not going to announce when I'm going to drop those bombs. We're going to keep them on their toes from now on. Just like this one here. We kept them on their toes. We're on a Tuesday. Maybe that was the plan all along. Hello, Kelly. Hello, everybody. Colleen. So that was 4th of July. Hope everybody had a good 4th of July. Well, speaking of that, we also went down to the, me and Joan went down to that Kabaddi event. I think I'm saying it right. That Indian sport thing down there at the behind the the library. Hello, Kelly. Hello, everybody. And we stayed down there for a few minutes. I don't know what the hell that sport is, or I was invited there. It was something interesting. It was like, I guess, like their version of rugby. And it was interesting. It was pretty different. Seemed like the people were having a good time. But one thing that I've heard from actually quite a few residents in this town, and like I said, I'm standing up. I'm fighting for all the residents. This is Fred Gattuso for Mayor, Carteret, New Jersey, in case you haven't realized that yet. And this is Team Carteret. Quite a thing I heard from quite a few, actually not quite a few, a lot of residents. They were very upset about that event because it's 4th of July. People are in their backyard trying to have a good time, trying to have a burger, trying to have a beer, relax with the family, maybe go in the pool. And all they heard was screaming and yelling and commotion from that event. And a lot of residents found it very inconsiderate that it was on 4th of July on the American holiday, that it could have been moved to, say, the weekend, which honestly I have to be in agreement with them, because if I was in the backyard with my family trying to celebrate and enjoy and relax the day, I don't want to hear a bunch of people screaming and going nuts. They could have saved that for the weekend so everybody could have had a nice 4th of July holiday and relaxed. And to those folks that brought that to my attention, that was actually a lot of them. I'm in complete, total agreement with you. I think that was very not planned and thought out right. They could have did that on the weekend instead. Some folks might not be happy with me saying that, but I'm not going to put a filter on anymore, folks. You're going to get raw, uncensored Frederick Rocco Gattuso from now on. I am fighting for the people. I am not a politician. I think politicians absolutely suck, and that's why I'm a citizen running for office. I'm a citizen fighting for the other citizens. So we're not kissing no butt. Sorry. No one's. So, yeah, I'm in complete agreement with those folks that brought that to my attention this week. It was a very, very, very busy week. Even though I haven't been posting much about that, we're going door knocking and all this stuff and everything. We're getting back to that very soon. We've been very busy and very active and actually doing a lot of homework and a lot of research. There's a lot of things, folks, trust me, I would love to tell you about, but I cannot at this moment because some things I got to keep shut. But, a lot of things were brought to my attention, like, in case you haven't seen the video I posted earlier about No Street, quite a few residents this week brought it to my attention how, well, I've seen it myself before, but then we took photos over the weekend of it, how it was filled with water. There's no gates surrounding this area there on No Street, and anybody could fall in there. Any kid riding their bike, playing, horsing around, any senior walking. There's a senior center right there. Hello, Carlos. Hello, everybody. Anybody could be walking around down there on the corner of North Street in Persian where they're doing that whole, sewer retention thing with the pond that's going to be ice skating and stuff. Anybody could have fell in there over the weekend and drowned. Or, at any time since they've been doing this construction. Because it's been going on for quite a while. And, yes, I'm going to throw shame on Borough Hall for this. I'm going to throw shame on Borough Hall on that because you protected your vehicles very well by putting gates around them. You protected your trailers down by the Jewish Center for all the contractors over there. But you didn't put any fences around there to protect the citizens from falling in, or the residents from falling into that big, ugly hole that you have over there. It was filled with water. Somebody could have been walking, coming from the VFW drunk, could have been driving their bike, and fell into that hole and drowned. Now you drained all the water, but you can still fall in there and get hurt. Kids can go in there and play, horse around, and get hurt. It's like a big empty football field. Why, I asked this to the Borough Hall, why are your machines and your trailers more important than the residents' safety? Are you kidding me? All the money people pay in taxes with that $3 million you got in the so-called grants, which are actually loans with an interest rate that we're paying back, you couldn't afford to put up fences to keep people out, but you put up fences around your art theater district over there to keep people out. You put up fences over there, Mark, around your Carteret Business Partnership parking deck across from the art theater that's coming out. Didn't you, Rushka? That's more important than your folks, right? Your parking deck and your art theater district, that's more important than the safety of your residents walking by, God forbid, and falling down there, or some kid riding his bike, slipping, tripping, falling, and sliding down 20 feet into some big hole. Right? That was filled with water and possibly could have drowned. But you did drain that. We put the photos up there how it was. Let's see. What does Rob say? That lake gets filled up again. My big blank is going to do a cannonball in it. Pretty soon you can ice skate on it in the winter there, Rob. So that was brought to my attention by a lot of residents that reached out to me about it. And I'm in complete agreement. I think that's disgusting. I think it's horrible. That's where the priorities are with their safety, is that they worry more about their machines than, God forbid, a kid falling down that hole, right? Or a senior walking by with a walker. Shows you where their priorities are. Speaking about safety, that shows you exactly how they care about their residents as well, when they keep bringing in more and more residents and keep cutting back on the manpower on our fire department and on our police department, though, right? Right? Why would you expect them to care now about your safety? They brought in thousands of people, and you got one guy still over on West Carteret. You got 4 guys on a shift. Horrible. Shame on them. Shame on them all. So why would we expect them to put gates on there? That's only what a sensible human being would have done for the safety of their residents, right? Dan? Mark? Right? That would have made sense. Right? Right across from Borough Hall, too. Shame on you folks. Shame on you. I'll tell you this. When I become mayor, there are going to be gates around every damn project that's going on in this town. Any construction site in this town, there will be gates around it to make sure. Unlike these lackeys here. That's what they are. They're lackeys. They're 16-year lackeys. Hi, Fred. You're so right. Hey, Sharon. How you doing? Me and Andrew Joe the other day, we had a lunch with a very good good resident, good member of Team Carteret, very knowledgeable person, a big supporter of Team Carteret. We'd like to send our love to that person, not naming any names, who brought up a lot of things to my attention about corruption and about things that get pushed under the rug here and stuff, and about the housing authority. And those people asked last week, begged me to please not talk bad about them. No. How there was a woman, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say woman, there was a person years ago who was involved in a murder case, allegedly, something with a vehicle, if I remember correctly, and allegedly members of our Borough Hall helped cover that up, part of the housing authority. Yeah. Shame on her. Shame on the people who covered that up, allegedly, I should say as well. It was just so coincidental that the vehicle in play was involved with that woman. Speaking of No Street, that's a shame there's no gates down there. So we'd like to thank those people that had that lunch with us the other day and brought that to our attention. We'll be discussing that more in the future as well. But we just wanted to touch on that real quick. We got a lot of good information the other day. And that was just one thing that we wanted to bring up. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have brought that one up. But, yeah. We're not going to take it easy on your housing authority. We're not going to take it easy on any of your departments that aren't doing your job right. So, a lot of folks have been asking, when are we going to touch on our platform and stuff? And I really completely, fully believe that we've been touching up on our platform. We put it out there. You can go to FredGattusoformayor.com and you can read our platform. On many of these episodes, I think this is like 17 now, we've discussed our platform pretty much in detail. Our vision we haven't released yet, but I will be releasing that in the future. It's already done. But as far as our vision goes, for the folks who haven't heard it yet, let me retouch on that a little bit. We desperately, drastically need a new school in this town. Drastically, desperately. You got kids stacked on top of each other, 30 plus deep. You brought in all this new construction, you brought in all these new apartment buildings, all these new condos, and you did not consider the fact that they're going to bring kids, or as the mayor likes to say, people in apartments don't reproduce, which, you know, what? We drastically, desperately need a new school, and that's top thing on our agenda, is to fight for these kids. Is to fight for the kids to get a new school, is to fight for better programs for our special needs kids. As someone who's worked with special needs kids, just as Andrew Doan does, that's going to be top priority, is our kids, is a new school for our children, which we drastically, desperately need, and better programs for our special needs kids, because I've been speaking to a lot of parents out here that have special needs children. I never realized how big of a population of special needs kids we have in this town, ours, like I said before, or this borough, and they're not getting the proper education, they're not getting the proper attention and therapies and stuff that they need. They're not, and that's no disrespect to the teachers at all. That's disrespect to the curriculum and to the Board of Education, and I'm going to say shame on them. The Board of Education, in case you folks didn't know, I know a few years ago they had that whole vote no thing, And thank God the town did win. And what did the mayor do? He just put his puppets into power in there anyway, so they still control it regardless. So that's why this year on the Team Carteret ticket with me, we're going to have a few new members for Board of Ed, a few people to vote for. We're not announcing them yet, but I'll say this. The two that are already lined are damn good people, and we hope you support them. And they will be coming on or talking to you folks very, very, very soon. A special guest that was supposed to be here tonight, unfortunately, he had to reschedule because he had other meetings elsewhere. Like I said, I didn't give a date of when we were actually going to do this, and this was kind of just spur of the moment. I was going to wait another day or so to do this, and then I said, you know what? We're going to do it now. We're going to do it right now, right on the spot. Let's get it done. I have no agenda written down. I'm freestyling. I'm winging it for you folks. I was never good at reading written down stuff anyway, so we're going to keep it like this. You know, some people suggested to me that maybe we should record these and air them after so that people, I don't get messed up by reading these comments and everybody, but I disagree with that completely. I like the live interaction. I like the people talking to me. I like you people being able to answer questions and ask questions and everything with us. So this will always remain a live format. Like I said, there's no papers in front of us. There is one paper in front of us, but I can't talk about that right now for legal purposes. But yeah. Ryman's need to go. You know what, Brian Andrella? I agree. I like the way you said Ryman's. Ryman's do need to go. Yes. From the mayor to the cop, well, Chuck I never really heard bad things about, even though I do believe he was one of the four involved in that video. But, yeah, I would definitely say Dan and Joe need to go. You know, let me break it down to you folks. There should always be a change in government. There should never be 16 years of one person. That's ridiculous. And like I said before, in case you folks didn't realize, the mayor, he wins this time. He's going to get his 20 years. He's going to get his pension. And then your taxes are going to go up even more. In case you didn't realize it, folks, for those who are out there who pay property taxes, go check your statements because people's property taxes actually went up this quarter. And they're set to go up again the next 3 quarters of this year as well. So, which is kind of a really stupid move to do during an election, Dan. But I guess you got to pay back all your projects and all your failed projects and all those grants, right, Dan? Which are really loans. Yeah, people's taxes actually went up. We've heard that from almost 100 residents already so far. So if you haven't checked your tax statements ready for this quarter, you need to go check it. Some people's went up 250, some people's went up 150, 300. So if you do the math, 4 times, you know, that's $1,000 a year. Your taxes are going up under the new mayor. I mean, the new mayor. Sorry, under this new mayor, they won't. But under the current mayor, for the last 16 years, your taxes actually went up, folks. Can anybody contest to that? I'm going to ask the residents, has any of you checked your tax statements? Can you tell us if your property taxes went up? Because I've seen people's, and they have went up this quarter. That's $250 this year. This quarter, that's $1,000 this year. So just imagine this. They're going to go up even more if he wins next year. Okay? Brian says his statement went up almost 200 for what? Thank you, Brian. Yes, for what? For what exactly? What did you get for your money before that 200, Brian? Were your kids getting a good education if you have children in this town? Were they sitting in the classroom stacked on top of each other with a teacher and a teacher's aide? Were they getting the attention that they need? Were they getting the education that they need? Or were you, just like many other residents in this town, having to pay even more money to get your kids into Catholic schools and to private schools because our education system in this town is horrible. It went up because his pockets are greedy. Jackie, you're absolutely right. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Tony. Hello, everybody watching. Please, folks, if you haven't shared it yet. I don't know if we're going to go for an hour on this one because I only got 20% battery. Like I said, I just said, you know what, we're going to do it. We're going to do it right now. This is going to be our one for the week. We'll be back Monday with the regular scheduled program, with more of a structure on that and everything. What else? What else happened this week? How was your guys' 4th of July, by the way? Hey, Fred. Hey, Debbie. Hey, LJ. Hello, everybody. I did miss you. It was kind of strange yesterday on a Monday, not sitting here talking to you folks. I actually got to relax for a Monday. It was kind of nice, but I had no voice. My voice, Joan said, your voice is fine. You go back, you do it now. I said, my voice still don't feel good. She goes, no. Yesterday, you did not want to hear my voice. Trust me. I sounded like a transformer that smoked too many cigars. But what else can we talk about? So I heard that a sergeant got suspended last week for 30 days. I heard a sergeant got suspended by the new guy that's taking over control there. And I heard that sergeant, it sure was, yes it was, Kelly. And I heard that sergeant ran to the mayor and begged him, you need to overturn this and get this put into play. And he said, I'm sorry, he doesn't have control of his police department anymore. Folks, that tells you a lot. When you don't even have control of your police department anymore, does that not smell of corruption? Does it not? And I hear this new guy in there is doing a hell of a job. So shout out to him because I hear he's cracking the whip on all them. Then I also heard there's another guy on there, we'll just say his acronym, Mick. I heard that he got caught listening by the door like this, trying to eavesdrop on what the new guy was saying. And I heard that he came out and told that guy, if you ever get caught doing that again, you're going to be fired on the spot. And that all your crap that you guys have been getting away with for so long, the time is over. So that's a great sign. That's a great sign that we finally got somebody in there that's actually going to crack the whip down and break down on this. Yeah. Ask around, folks. I heard about that. I guess you didn't think I did. And I heard that guy's actually a pretty good supporter of us. Thank you, sir. Anyways, you can only get away. Things that are done in the dark will eventually come to light. Remember that, folks. We had 16 years of darkness. It's time to shine the light. And there's a lot of darkness to shine it on. So, what I was trying to say about change. There should always be change in government. I don't think anybody would have wanted to have another 8 years of Reagan, or another 8 years of George Bush Jr., or another 8 years of Clinton, or another 8 years of Obama, or another 8 years, God forbid, of Trump. So there should always be change. There should always be change, regardless if it was me or somebody else. It's just unfortunately nobody else this time had the cojones to step up into the ring. You're not intimidating me. You're not chasing me away. I'm not a politician. I despise politicians. I think they're scum. Just like in Young Guns 2, they said, what is scum, Billy? Scum is a politician, a banker, and a lawyer. I'm sorry. I'm not a politician. I'll never be a politician. I'm a citizen fighting for office. And even after we win, I'm still going to be a citizen fighting for office. I refuse to take that title. So, yeah. And that's what they fear the most. Change. You're goddamn right. Change. Let me tell you about change. When I was at this weekend, the Video Music Box, like I said before, 35th anniversary, Coney Island, Brooklyn. Shout out to I Feel Media. Shout out to Uncle Ralph. Part of the hip-hop community. I am hip-hop. For those folks who don't know that, I make music, and I'll never stop doing that. I'm not ashamed of a damn song I ever made, even though the opposition is going to try to twist that and spin that and say, oh, he made music. Some of his songs aren't the most correct, politically correct songs. No, they're not. Some of my titles may not be the most politically correct for some of you folks, but for me, they're perfectly fine. Everybody has a different taste. I'm not ashamed or embarrassed of any of my songs. So if you guys are planning on using any of those songs against me, I say bring it on. Bring it on. I'm not ashamed or embarrassed of any of those. I'm an artist. I can't express my freedom of speech, but that's right. You guys don't like anybody expressing your freedom of speech. You guys are like communist Russia. You guys like to use blackmail and corruption, and you guys like to use retaliation and intimidation to only think your way. Just like if you don't agree to them or you don't agree to switch over to political parties to be a Democrat just for them, you're horrible. I think the two-party system is horrible. I think that. I know my party may not like me saying that, and some people folks might not. I think they all suck. I think the Democrats suck. I think Republicans suck. I think the whole party suck. I'm for the people. I'm not for a party, and I'll never be. I'm sorry. I think the majority of Americans will probably agree with me on that. It's not about a party. It's about the people, and that's what I'm about. Let's see. I'm sure we're all ready for the light. Oh, we're going to bring on that light. This town can finally have some sunshine after having 16 years of a black cloud over it. There's a big, dark black cloud over it, and a big black hand trying to control everything. It's called the Carteret Business Partnership, by the way, in case you folks didn't realize that. Godfather, too. Who cares? At least you're up front. He should come out the ooh. Very true. I can vouch for that. Okay, I hope you're talking about, let's move on. Let's move on. It was also brought to my attention from about 8 different sources this week of when that they're getting their attacks ready for me. They're mudslinging. Give the date? Okay. Yeah, so after September 17th is when they're going to start coming after me. September 18th to be exact. Is that true, Danny boy? Is that true, the asshole? Is that true, AJ, Joe Hall, and your 7 families? Is that true? September 18th, the week after 9/11? Is that where you're going to come with your little political attacks? What are you going to do, make a little commercial about me? A little video? Say, is this the guy you want for your mayor? Well, let me ask you folks this. Do you want the guy who's there in office, who's done nothing for you folks for 16 years, who's put profit over you for 16 years, who's crowded up these school systems just so he can put more bucks in his pocket, who took your kids' education and made it sacrifice for his own special interest and for the Carteret Business Partnership, for the guy who cut all borough jobs to part-times so he can have Carteret Business Partnerships and other jobs do that? For a guy who lost control of his own police department because of corruption? Is that the guy you want? You want that same old S? Is that what you want? Because that's what you got. That's what you got. If that's what you want, hey, feel free to vote for him again. If you want something different, you want change, which there always should be change, then you have an option this year. You have a choice. And that choice is Fred Gattuso for mayor. And this guy right here, they're not going to back down. No matter how much they try to mudsling me come September 18th or not. You're not bullying me, Dan. You're not scaring me like you try to do to your employees, like you try to do to all your borough employees if they don't agree with you, and to your residents as well. That's not happening with me. And if you guys thought that I was going to be some puppet that listens to everybody so you had an easy win, you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. I'll call you all out. You're out of your mind. Yeah, folks, here's reality. We have a damn good chance of actually winning this year. A damn good chance. And that's what they're scared of. See, I think they thought I was an easy victory. Maybe they put something into some people's ears about he'll be an easy victory against. And then you just didn't realize who you were going against. Is that true? Because you have no idea what I have in store for you. So you people in your borough, in your little ivory towers and stuff, you think you're untouchable. Your tower is starting to crumble and fall. All your little sources around you are now starting to run scared because they know that power is starting to fall. And when that hammer comes down once and for all, called the law, they're going to throw you all under the bus. That's why they're feeding us all the information, Dan. Your own people don't like you. Your own people don't trust you. Your own people are the ones telling us everything, Dan. How does that make you feel? And you're upset because we're exposing you. Here's reality, Dan. The majority of police don't trust you. The majority of the people that work for the borough, I should say, they don't trust you. They want you out. They're the ones more sick of you than anybody because they're the ones that had to deal with you and your corruption. So, you say September 18th. That's when you're going to start mudslinging me? That's fine. I say November 6th, I'm costing you your job. That's what I say. And that's what the residents are going to say as well, Dan. November 6th, you better start clearing out your desk. Okay? And I'm going to tell you this too. As many of the corruption, of the people involved in that corruption, I'm going to get rid of all of you as well. As many of you as I can. Mark my words. Nobody's safe. If you've been playing puppet with the puppets, expect them strings to get cut. Because, yeah, some people claim drain the swamp. They did nothing. We're not going to drain the swamp. We're going to fire your ass. Straight up. Live on Facebook. First day. And I'll tell you when we're going to start. I'm sure you can guess on that. By the way, last week I spent too much time yapping about some parasite, and that's not going to happen no more. Parasites, you know, they feed off hosts, and they just need attention. Danny Boy leaves. You know what? Actually, Rob, I've heard that from quite a few sources that Phil Murphy, that jackass of a mayor with the big teeth who's an idiot. Sorry, and if you voted for that guy, shame on you. I mean, I wouldn't vote for him or Kim, to be honest with you. But I hear that Phil Murphy actually has a job lined up for Dan in case he loses. So I'm going to say that I've heard that from quite a few sources inside Borough Hall, that he has a job lined up already for him in case he loses. Well, Dan, you better tell Phil to keep that job open, because you're losing your job. The town folks are taking over our borough again. We're taking it back. We're taking it back. We're cutting his salary in half. And we're going back to a part-time mayor the way it should be. No more of this full-time baloney. No more of full-time corruption. We're going back to the part-time mayor. Mark my words on that. And folks, let me explain this to you. Yous have the power to make that happen. Yous have the power to make that happen. See, along the lines, it was always a strong council, a weak mayor. And the mayor flipped that. Now you have a strong mayor, a weak council. Well, with this council, my God, they're weak. They're horrible. And you have a mayor who's a puppet for certain entities in this town. So we're going to cut that. We're going to get rid of that again. We're bringing it back to the way it was. We're bringing it back to the Sika days, folks. We're going back to a part-time mayor. And the council, we're going to start calling you on your stuff. You better start doing your damn job. Council hasn't said no to anything in 16 years. According to the resolutions we have, I guarantee you the first time they say no is the first Borough Hall meeting once I become mayor. Now, folks, they don't, I said this before, I said it many times, they have no idea who you vote for once you go into that booth. So do not feel intimidated. Do not feel scared. Do not feel bullied by these worthless waste of life. Don't do it. You know how you treat a bully? When someone tries to bully you, you know what you do? You walk up, you punch them in the face. I'm not consoling that. I'm not saying that. The best way to punch these people in the face is to punch that ticket when you go into that election booth on November 6th. You punch FredGattuso for mayor, and you get rid of him. That's how it starts. You cut the head off the snake. Don't tread on me. We take back our country. This is like going to be a new Independence Day. November 6th is going to be Carteret's Independence Day, because that's when we get rid of him. And we get some new blood into this town. We get some new blood into that office. And like I said before, I'm going to put it in writing, since the borough will not allow us or allow me to get it on the ballot for a 2-term limit to let the people decide. Mayor has that power to do that. Folks don't know that. He never put that into play. The first day I'm signing that, I will do 1 term. If you decide to have me a second time, yes, and that's it. And that's it. But let me explain to you, folks. When I get in there, there's a lot of mess to clean up. There's 16 years of cesspool and slime that I have to clean up. And it ain't going to be overnight. It ain't going to be 1, 2, 3. And the first year it's going to be completely lame duck, because those idiots that you have there as council now. And yes, you're all idiots. All 6 of yous. You's going to vote no on every single thing I say. I know that. You're going to fight me tooth and nail. So we got a lot of stuff to clean up, folks, but it starts November 6th. That's Carteret's Independence Day. That's when we take back our town. You might as well get Will Smith to fly the damn plane with the aliens, because that's going to be our Independence Day, folks. That's when we tell them, pack their bags, get your shine box, and keep stepping. Straight up. And let me tell you, folks, that first week of January when we take over, oh my God, the celebration we have planned. We're going to have a parade. We're going to have a parade down Carteret Ave celebrating the new mayor. Aliens, exactly. Aliens. You know, what's that next? Dan, you got to tell people he's a conspirator. He watches alien mysteries and all this stuff on History Channel. Oh, don't let me talk about ShopRite and why you really got fired. Don't let me talk about that, Dan. Because we can go there real quick. Don't let me talk about money missing and people getting touched and underage kids and BJs in the back. Don't let me talk about any of that. Oh, All right. Let me see if I can read some questions here. Team Carteret all the way. Team Carteret, baby. Yeah, folks. I'm not a politician. A politician would never say that. I'm a citizen fighting for the other citizens. And that's what you're going to get with me. Team Carteret all the way. Think people will go where they will, get what's best for them and get their families. You want what's best for you? Get this mayor out of town. You want what's best for your kids' education? Get this mayor out. For all you parents out there with special needs kids, you want somebody that actually works with special needs kids and fought for special needs kids' rights before in the past? Or do you want someone who's embarrassed and ashamed to stand next to them and has been screwing them for 16 years? You got this administration telling parents who have in their EPA that they cannot have a one-on-one paraprofessional. The town doesn't decide that, folks. The town doesn't decide. When I found out, that was disgusting, and shame on you folks. They say it's not in the budget. I got 10% bad if you. We're going to run this till it's done. But that's disgusting. What they were doing to the parents of these special needs kids is unbelievable. It's disgusting and it's horrible and it's shame on them. Keep fighting. I mean, who said that? Who said keep fighting, Fred? Because it came up. Keep fighting, Fred. Maybe I'll move back to Carteret when you win. You know what, Sharon? We would love to have you back in Carteret, and it's a shame you had to leave. I understand, but this is this bully mentality that's been going on of chasing people out and retaliation if you speak up or you stand up or you oppose them is disgusting and it's horrible. And just like last week, after I got done with my little Facebook, my little live chat thing here, you guys, he had a bunch of his cronies jumping up in here and popping stuff and blah, 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 blah. We know who yous were. You're a sad, demented, twisted, sick individuals. Yous need help. Yous need help. That's what yous do. You want to come in with your little cheap pop shots. That's all you're good for. And yous ain't worth the attention. And I refuse to give it to yous anymore. And that was my fault for giving it to yous last week. It was. So I apologize to the viewers last week for even speaking about any of that mess. I'll say it again, your opponents, your openness and accessibility are the keys and exactly what we all need. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. I think, we need common sense in office. I think we need somebody who's actually going to fight for the people and not be in bed with big business and not run everything through the Carteret Business Partnership to make more money and put their cronies in power. Those days are coming to an end, folks. Look at this. Let me do this like a TV evangelist. Put your hand against the screen and feel the power. You folks have the power to change this. This whole time, you folks have had the power to get out there and make change happen. If I have to be the avenue and the outlet to help you get that, please, folks, let's do this. Let's get them out once and for all. Because like I said from day one, win or lose, my mission is to expose them all and let the folks know what's going on. And even after we win, I'll still expose them. I'm still going to do these live chats. I'm still going to expose them. I'm going to throw them all under the bus left and right, whether they're doing their job. If they're not doing their job, I should say. That's why I've been throwing the Housing Authority under the bus, because they haven't been doing their job. And the rest of them as well. Mayor even took an anonymous Board of Ed and strong arm and putting Tommy's concert. Cancer is spread all over the place. Oh, he put a lot of he spread a lot of cancer in this town in the form of people and folks, of his cronies. And it's coming to an end, folks. Like I said, November 6th is going to be our new Independence Day. September 18th, you're going to start with your mudslinging. Bring it on. Bring it on. Whatever you want to dish out of me. You're desperate. You're desperate, Dan. Dan, I offer you the outlet to come on this show and debate me. I put it out there once again for you to come on to this show live, have the residents ask the questions, not your cronies with your pre-planned scheduled questions. Let the residents ask you live. I'd like to challenge you to an MMA fight and put all the money to charity, but I know you would never do that either. And I don't want to get charged with a hate crime. But what I'm saying is, I offer you the choice to come on here and debate me live. And let the residents of this borough that you've been screwing over for the past 16 years ask the questions. But you are not a man, and you will never stand up to the plate and do that. You'll hide behind your cronies with your cheap suits, and you want to be gangsters. That's what you'll do. That's what you'll do with your slick bald heads and your business partnerships and your guys in fireman suits inside Borough Hall all day when they should be in the fire station. That's what you people will do. So, want a big bomb? Here's the big bomb. All the residents that do have access to the mayor's page, because I can't go on there, I can't comment, I can't see anything. He blocked me even though there's no list of being blocked. Why don't you ask the mayor if he'll be willing enough to come on to my show Not even my show. This is our show. This is the residents' show. And debate me. And let the residents ask the questions. We'll be waiting for your reply, Dan. Will you come with that reply on September 18th? You will never do it. You'll never face the music. You never will. Where's the sailor and soldier's monies? Where is it? Where is it all? Where is it all? Where was all that money from the Mayor's Children's Charity Fund? Where did all that go? Oh, that got switched when your brother got arrested, and that got pushed to the golf outing to help your brother with his court case, though, right? Then you switched it back when we called your ass out on it, though, right? Calming down. All right, folks, we're gonna have to. Thank God. I just want to say this for the record, real quick. I love my family. Thank God I have my family. They keep me grounded, level-headed. Thank God I got Andrew Joan, my love. Thank God I got my residents. Thank God for hip-hop music, for guiding me through 41 years of life. And if you want to attack me on that, by the way, we were talking to a lot of people there. Next year when we win, we're going to be throwing the Video Music Box 36th anniversary show in Carteret. Mark my words. So we're going to end this soon because my battery's dying. Hello, everybody. We're going to be back on here on Monday, but I wanted to jump in and say hello because people were missing me. You know, I felt the love. We love Team Carteret. Kelly, I love the residents, even the residents who are against me. I love you folks. I'm fighting for you all. I'm fighting for you. I'm fighting for your kids. I'm fighting for your future. I want to come in. I want to help. I want to get the hell out. End of story. It's probably where all the money's going to pay for that clown lawyer they got. You're damn right. They're damn right. And I try to keep hush a little bit about that and stuff and let justice prevail. Let justice prevail. And we want justice straight up. This town needs it. This town needs it. So we're going to end this very short right now because we're running out of battery. And you guys see the American flag, by the way? Yeah, we'll be back on Monday. Like I said, this wasn't scripted. This was just, we wanted to come on. I wung it. And I wung it. I winged it. And I won. November 6th, our new Independence Day. Don't forget that. Let's come out and vote and win. Boy Scouts need members. Please contact Tommy Guns. You can call me and contact me, and I'll get you in touch with them because they need new registrations. They need new people. They need new kids. If you have any kids, it's a very positive thing for the community, for the kids. And we're all about the kids. So, folks, let me reiterate this one more time. We're going to win. We're going to win. I'm going to win. That's what I really should say. I'm going to win. And when I win, we all win. Team Carteret, me, you, we're going to win. And we're going to take back our town. Once and for all. November 6th, Independence Day. What? Yes, Kelly, I will come visit your son for boot camp. Yes, before he leaves. Yes, and respect and thank you to your son for going to boot camp and for deciding to serve our country. We have nothing but love and respect for all our veterans. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you to your son for deciding to go and join boot camp and to defend our country. We love and respect all our veterans. Without them, this flag right here, without them, that red inside that flag is our blood. And that's the blood of many men and women who've spilt it to protect our freedoms, who gave me the right to stand here today and talk this. And I gave you the right to get your ass out there on November 6th and vote and take back your town. We do this together. Thank you to all the veterans. Thank you to all that are serving now. Thank you to all who have served in the past and that will serve in the future. And I will be over there to see your son before he leaves. And I will be there with pride and respect. Because unlike the mayor now, who does it selectively for certain folks, we thank everyone. And we respect everyone. And as a Buddhist, I even respect those who don't like me and hate me. And for those who talk bad about me, I feel even sorrier for you guys because you need a hug. Okay. I ain't chance anyone know if the billboard is still up at Krauser's. Yeah, the billboard still up at Krauser's. It's still up on the hill. Because, like the mayor said on his page, they have the right to do that. Shut up. Yeah, you just do. You just can't have your lawn signs. But I guess you also felt you had the right to send your little crony bastards out to go steal my lawn signs, right? All for the people's lawns, right? Shows you how these people are. They're disgusting parasites. All right, folks, I have to go. Battery's about to die. We love you. We will see you next week. Team Carteret. Look at that. Team Carteret. Gattusoformayor. We're back to the OG Red for a second. We'll see you all next week. We'll have a more structured show next week, I guess. And Jennifer, everybody, thumbs up, high fives, waves. Thank you for watching. Share it. Sorry this wasn't as long as usual, but I wanted to come on because I was getting messages from people that missed me, and, you know, I missed you too. It felt lonely on a Monday night. We'll be back. And November 6th, we're taking over. We win November 6th, folks. Me and you. All of us together. All right, folks. Have a good one. Peace. Namaste. Until next week.